Hello, everyone. The Baron here, and wanted to talk a little bit about Marcia Lucas and about the bombshell she released the other day on in a book opening that the Twitterverse and YouTube was all ablaze on. But I don't want to necessarily talk about the part where she's commenting on J.J. Abrams, Kathleen Kennedy, Disney, Ryan Johnson, any of those people. It's another little bit that got missed quite a bit by many, but some did pounce on it. And it was her take on George Lucas's Phantom Menace. And this comes from an interesting point because she is defending George Lucas throughout the sequel trilogy stuff. And there was a pretty nasty divorce between the two of them. That leads a lot of credence to what she has to say because she is coming forward with a critical eye and knowing what her ex-husband is capable of and what they took from him and literally destroyed. I'm sorry, the sequel trilogy is an utter mess, and she's absolutely right on that. But she did not spare punches against her ex-husband. In fact, she was expounding upon episode 1 and how there were so many missed opportunities, how he, along with the criticism, there's praises on him because she knows that he was a creative storyteller, a visionary filmmaker, and the like. Well, let's face it, he had to be where he was at, despite people's criticism about his writing and such. It's his storytelling and world building that he was able to grab us and bring us in, and with the characters that we so all love. So, with that, she was very critical about the Phantom Menace because of how he missed so much to do that world building and character building in such a stale way. And a couple points on that would have made this a lot better, in my opinion. Such that originally in Star Wars, it was going to be Obi-Wan himself alone until the Jedi Temple, where he introduced Anakin Skywalker to the Jedi Council, where Qui-Gon himself was sitting. And why was this a major detraction away from the Star Wars saga? Well, for the one part is it had that more powerful impact with Anakin meeting Obi-Wan, their first meeting, instead of being kind of a, here you are on board the starship, Anakin, I want you to meet Obi-Wan, blah, blah. This would have been Obi-Wan finding Anakin, a more powerful impact of a building of a relationship between the two characters. It was Obi-Wan himself that was able to rescue Anakin. And maybe as the story went along, a resentment growing to Obi-Wan because he did not rescue his mother and was helping him slide more into the dark side of the Force. So also the fact that it throws a lot of muck into Empire Strikes Back, where Obi-Wan is informing Luke, go to Dagobah where my master is. His master. It was Yoda. And of course, Obi-Wan, as a Force ghost, was not able to train Luke properly. So, boom, there it was. Having Qui-Gon and going into the mix, it kind of throws all that a Twitter. And if he was going to do a redo of a redo with his remasters, I suppose they could have done a little tweaking to make it sound like that Yoda wasn't. But again, it takes away from that. The other part to the whole thing is Anakin himself. What could have been better improved with that? Originally, Anakin was going to be about 15 years old in the first film, the episode 1, which would get him closer to the same age as Padme. So he didn't have that creepy 10-year-old, 14-year-old creepy vibe going on between the two. Lucas changed this because he thought a younger kid being taken away from his mother would be far more impactful than an older kid, which I would have to disagree on that one too, because at 15, you're at more of the age of reason. You understand it more, what's going on. It hits as much as it's hitting and hurting Anakin at 10, this would have been the same thing, even more powerful at the age of 15. And again, as you went down the road, if this was Obi-Wan by himself doing this and taking Anakin away, leaving the mother behind, that would permeate even more into the psyche of an older Anakin Skywalker, an impulsive Anakin Skywalker, a passionate Anakin Skywalker that would help lead to that resentment and more believability slide to the dark side of the Force. This is Baron Orman Tagge, just doing some, you might say, thoughts about what could have been. Thank you to Marcia Lucas for that. You all have a good day.